Hey there, how's it going? This is Chosen Ones here, known me as in my true face is Jero Ramento. Have you guys noticed that? Would you like to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button? And let's get it started, by the way. So today's lesson is about Animal Crossing New Horizons. Have you noticed the game for the ACNH fans? This is released in March 2020, and this time, hopefully, this is the same as in you see them. And this time, haven't you noticed that they combustion with Doom Internal, along with the ACNH and Doom Internal fans. They chain together with Doom Guy has the Doom Slayer and Isabel. He comes to the mayor in town. So the two best friends forever, and they fight evil and make love for the nature in the island. So what to say into the ACNH fan? I found a way in the SFM, in the Source Filmmaker, and makes me some great ideas. So this time, I would rather they use the SFM because I didn't play ACNH fans because I don't have any with Nintendo Switch at an old cost. So balikin na tayo sa Filipino distance. So further to going indeed is you have to create a new session and click on create in the person with this one. Watch me. If we control and create a new session, I'm gonna wait for them. And this is the recorded nation in the SFM session, the back end in the world. So this time I will rather that you use as try to create a new session. It's called closing. Make it closing, how to make it. So that the next step is how to make your own Animal Crossing New Horizons in the SFM. And then do an animated stops out with the once a combination of the custom villagers has a human alliance is complete. So I'm gonna click on create, and I have waited for the map to load it, and there you go. So I'm going to have to go back to the work camera. So I'm going to switch back to no camera and select the C button. And this time I would like to choose the show and element viewer. This time I'm going to choose ACNH camera. I'm going to show you the trick what it was. So the first thing I wanted to do is to create a camera from here. But we had to load in a map because this is. But like the vault, I already loaded the map. So this time I would rather to use states. If you see the text is no map loaded, hit Ctrl L or right click on the vault and right click on the viewport and select load map, just in case before the shot. And you just have to wait a few seconds until the map is already loaded. So let's get started then. So instead of the create animation sets with this element, go down there and select create animation setup from the bottom right here. This is the best thing you can do. So click on create, and here we are. I have it create, and now I have it instantly for the animation set editor, and we just have to wait for a few seconds until it get and done. So once I got the animation set editor in the viewport, hit tab to retreat back to the motion editor and drag it in yung radius and SSAR radius 200%. Notice the time selection has turned orange. It's because of all the modifications and the sliders, so we just few things we get used to the camera. So go ahead and the enter key. If you want to disable it, we automatically drops the floating modification light. If you don't want to summon it, the floating modification is just directly gonna just click on the gear and select disable floating modification layer. Once I got that, just drag the using sliders, and we just have to move out. Use WAX and D keys and Z keys by combination of left click drag to navigate around the Kirby scene or ACNH scene. So I'll put a link in the description for you to download if you want to make your own custom villages in the Steam Workshop, but requires SFM to do that. Here to combine up with the Team Fortress 2, Half-Life 2, and Left 4 Dead 2 models. The past 200 used by Valve Corporation. Cat crates found in the making and hard work. It was Animal Crossing New Horizons Custom Villager Pack. So go ahead and subscribe that to download and make sure that all population is already set. Now, this time I'm going to hit the plus button next to the animation set editor and choose create animation set for new model. This time I will type it as base and if you see the bases around over there, and just to ensure that the undead. If you don't see any of the bases on Steam Workshop, go ahead and click on the description and hit subscribe button to download. Thanks for the Catchphrase 700 for all this time. Join Catchphrase if you wanted to, but you have to subscribe it and click the bell and make sure all the populations that are otherwise will be on justice. Now let's go back to the where's it from, and there you go. There's the base model you haven't even noticed. If you don't see any models and use this, just go ahead and type base and make sure that the Steam Workshop and it's already this. Hit enter or click open and do some on the animation set editor. Now I have the a base model known as a Human Alliance, but it's already naked because it's already in the base model type. So if you want to switch back to work camera, hold down control and select the camera button. Now we have to switch back to work camera, and you can navigate it without messing to ACNH camera. To do this here, once I had already selected, click on this one, and now you can see there are 3 manipulations I just said. If you wanted to select in the animation set editor, you just click on it in this model by clicking on the name button, or if you want to select in the viewport, hold down the control key and you can see there's a body control groups that you haven't noticed in the model. If you click on it, it will become selected. But then in all the processes you have to, when you select it, there's an animation body control group, so you have to notice. You hit the plus button and there's a position X, Y, and Z and rotation X, Y, and Z. I'll talk here for this right now. So if you want to make your own name for the custom models, go in and type whatever your name of your favorite player model and if you want to choose to. So go in and type whatever your name you want, and you have to recite the base model into whatever your name you want or whatever your name if you notice. But make sure if you become a boy or a girl, just in case. If you want to be a boy, then choose boy. If you want to make a girl, then choose female. So I'm going to type it as white kid boy, just in case before the shot. Now, for the clothing and the color textures. Have you noticed these color textures around here? That's not too bad if you don't see any of these sources around there. So we have to drag it up, and then we just had to place into the 0%. But make sure that the 0% is already the preset mode in the positions, not for rotation. It's because if you just put 0 or default persons, it will rotate back into the normal fall, into the rotation box. So you have to hit Control Z, and it's a little sequence. The master sequence doesn't just indicate. So the next thing that you do is the body control groups. So we have to choose the add override materials and then show an element viewer model. And you can see the set body groups. They have the body has the cheeks. One of the cheeks, the M cheek is 0. If you just choose 0, if you become a boy, look at this. Look at the cheek. It has a fluffy and it's an oval shape. It's a perfect shape for the oval, but there's a handle to change it into. So right now, this oval has a perfect idea, and it only forces to boy. But if you choose one, it only forces and sums up into girl. It's same as an oval, but it has a foggy segment. If you want to see it, just go into the go to the element viewer if you want to see it. So right click it and choose set animation set for model. But before that, let me just talk about the nose. The nose is in a 0 is all the original falls, same as before in population growing. Next event is the nose 1. The nose 1 is just like a fluffy nose, just like the clown. Next event is the nose 2 is a square ball, so it's just like a rectangle or the type it says. But if you use to disappear, it has no nose on it. So I'm gonna head back into the use and okay. Next is the ears. If you choose it to disappear, the left and right ears are the same forces. If you choose the none, the ear will go disappeared. Kaboom! So hit Control Z to undo that. But be careful not to do the animations The human align is only in the T pose unless you have to create an animation stops. So let's go back to the element viewer. Right click on it and show element viewer sets into model. This time I'm going to just reset them, but make sure that the elements in your name them is called white kid whatever you want, and choose whatever the type and the name of your custom religion in the SFM. Need to. Now next is for the skin tone. I will put a link in the description if you want to choose the skins. Need to. Now I'll show you how this is done. And choose wherever you color you want by right click on the skin and select add an attribute color. Then rename the new attribute as called as $color2 and choose wherever the color you want. If you want to be Latin, if you want to be an Asian, if you want to be an American, just go and hit brown. I will send in the link in the description for you to see what kind of the skin tones it should be. There's 100 of the skin tones if you want to choose them wisely. So I will choose the default mode. And for the socks, and for the cheeks, but make sure it's already a different position with the skin tone. Not only over the custom colors that you change and mix into it. Next is about the socks. Now the socks is maybe visible. Note by default, it has no socks. If you want to make your own socks, just right click on it and select string. I'll show you how to make this color or how to change clothes in the element viewer. So right click on the string, and this time I would rather to choose as $base texture just in case, and click on enter, and now we have the base texture. You know, this is the but be careful, this is an unrecoverable state. You don't know what you're doing. So you right click on that, hold Ctrl C to copy and rename into clothes. In your files, there's clothes in there. So go into the materials, then models, then choose cat craze, Animal Crossing / clothes _ textures _ or ACNH / wherever the clothes you want, and choose whatever you clothes you want on the second part. But for tops, it can be allowed for dresses and tops only. But for bottoms, it can be used as skirts, pants, shorts, and underwear. Now, so I would have rather to choose them. If we don't see it, just go to the file here, and then you go to just copy other this one and whatever you're choosing, and that's it. This time, while in the mid socks reads, you have to make a match shirt. It doesn't know whether you have to choose the socks for this. So go in tight socks, because the feet is the socks. The M socks _ D, it sucks. So you're gonna have the same board. It's not on the tops or bottoms, just socks, because they only use it for the feet. And go in and type whatever it is you're using and go search for the socks. If you don't already see it, just go to the clip editor, right click on the clip and select set clip overlay, just in case before the shot. But don't accept it. If you select the custom texture for whatever the clothing if you want, it will cover your screen in each shot, and the material overlay effects will be the screen in between. Once you found the texture of the clothes from ACNH, you just found it, go cancel it, but don't enter it. It will block it into the screen. If you found one of your socks, just go in and type wherever your socks you found it for, and click enter if you wanted to. But make sure that they're only the socks mode and _D. Type _ D after using it, but you choose whatever the numbers. For example, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, or whatever you're using any content want. But make sure it's already matched to the base texture. So click on enter, and now we have a black socks, and you choose Stadia Socks 1. If you choose Stadia Socks 1, the socks will become black. So I will choose black because I'm doing it. Next is the ultimate target in the animation set editor.